she would call me up and say, oh, this is what happened. And then this happened now. And I even feel more awful because I could have, and I had a free consultation with the lawyer saying that this is what she should have been doing. But I was just trying to get back with her and not putting the pressure on her thinking that, oh, I'm going to take my son away from her. Because that's the one first instinct, you know what I mean? Well, you divorced me, now you're going to take my son away from me? Everything in her life since she's been a kid with her family has been taken away from her. Everything. So I figured I better not hurt her that way and take my son away. Because I would see him on Saturdays when I was with her, but at the same time, she would make up excuses of something else. And I've told you pretty much everything. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, that's why we have you here. That's why I'm talking to you. I just needed to know what happened.
I have a feeling that something changed her her whole thoughts of my son just went out the door.
Leandro, I'm confident that you've been honest with me during this whole time we've been talking. Okay, and I want you to continue being honest with me. Like I said, I'm confident that you are. If you think there's dope, you know what kind of dope it is. But what are they doing in that house? Come on. Like I said, that's not going to get you in trouble.
She's probably selling crack, and they're smoking it. I don't know.
Why would you assume that there was some sort of dope connection in there? What have you seen, or what have you said? Hey, you know what? Something's going on in that apartment.
It's just she wouldn't call. She wouldn't talk to me on the phone. She's over there stuttering. I've known people that do drugs. Okay. I'm not. I'm just telling you whatever.
Yeah, no, that's what I wanted. I understand. I understand you don't know. But I just want to see what you thought.
I was out of that house for 3 months. I didn't know nothing. Okay. She didn't want me to go to the house. No, I think I have, because the first month, she was by herself. And we had an extra room. So she invited Cecilia in to live with her and take care of Ethan or whatever. Everybody was against her getting back with me. Everybody. And for those 3 months, all I did was just try to get back with her. I would call her. I would send her flowers. I would buy her things. Try to make up with whatever I could to get her back. And she just didn't want to. Now, I don't know what to say no more.
We'll conclude for now. And I go out there and I got to make some notes here. Go look at some paperwork real quick.
How much more longer?
I'll find out for you. I don't know. And just so you know, I'm a detective here. I got bosses. So I'll find out. See what they say.
It's not that it's just I'm like...
Well, like I said, I understand. I know this has been a pretty...
Can you give me some water?
Absolutely. I'll get you some water. So I'll go find out, see where this is going, how long it's going to be, and I'll get you something to drink, okay? All right, thanks, man. I'll be back in a minute.
Don't you guys do drug testing?
What? Let me out. Martinez.
Oh my God. Pretty now. No, man. This is fucking getting ridiculous, man. Here
you go. Didn't forget about you. Be back in a minute, okay?
How much more longer?
Not too much longer.
No, man,
I'm being square with you. Not too much longer.
I'm just crawling up these walls with these thoughts.
I know. I'll be back in a second. You're almost done, okay?
So I'm hungry too.
Questions, I'm gonna cut you loose. Glad you're not some violent maniac they've locked me in with. We're almost done, man. Seriously. Tell me what happened with security and Juliana at the hospital.
Nothing.
I don't know. When
they escorted me out.
Did something happen with the security with Juliana?
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
No.
Okay, so you didn't see anything?
No. I wasn't there.
So you never saw, any time while you were in the waiting room, whatever, you never saw security messing with Juliana, putting their hands on her or anything like that?
Chris said that she was arguing with her dad.
And
that was probably what you're probably saying about security.
Was her dad there?
Yeah.
Oh, he was at the hospital?
Her whole family was there.
Okay.
Her whole family. One of my niece showed up over there, but I told her just to forget it and go back home.
How old's your niece?
I have one that's 23, maybe one that's 25, one that's 23, and one that's 22. I think I haven't really paid attention to that.
Do you have a past domestic violence charge?
I have about 100 of them, probably.
Oh, do you really? Okay.
Yeah.
With who?
Well, I was going out with a girl named Victoria Urbanel. Now, you could...
But just let me just stop you there, because this is a whole other story, what you're about to tell me. Estimate how many times you've been arrested for domestic violence.
And how long? And how many years?
10 years.
10 years. I went to jail, she called the cops probably a dozen times.
You've been in jail about 10 times?
Probably more.
What about with,
I went to jail with...
what about with Juliana?
One time.
Once with Juliana. Tell me about
And
that.
that was the first month, and that... she could bring up anything, I don't care, it doesn't matter. The thing is that she's a jealous person, and I met with a girl. I didn't meet with a girl. Me, my mom, and her had an apartment, and we were walking up to I guess the store, and this black girl that knew me from Julasco came up to me and said, "Oh, hi, what are you doing?" She got all upset. She carried that argument all the way down to our apartment, to where we were hitting each other, and regardless of how it turned out, is that back then I had a problem with Victoria, which I went to jail even when she was in the wrong. I went to jail anyway, so it wouldn't make a difference. If she's
So what happened when you got arrested with?
That's it. All we did was get in a fight. They took me to jail. And that's it.
What did you do to her?
Slap her, and then we got back together that time, and that was it.
And are you on any medications right now? No, not right now, the second, but are you prescribed any medications?
No.
None?
If she's trying to pull that I have what you call...
So if I call all 4 hospitals, no one's going to tell me that you have any prescriptions?
No.
What about any medical issues?
Well, medical issues, it all goes back to, I guess, my childhood, because if I would have never had a bad childhood, they would have had some kind of prior type of situation, so they could give me... They say that I have multi-personality, I have...
Have you been diagnosed with this?
Yeah, that's what they say.
What have you been diagnosed with?
Oh, I don't even know them.
What?
Multi-personality. They say that I had anger issues.
Have you ever been to UNM Mental Health?
I went there one time just to get evaluated to get my SSI, and that was it. One time.
Have you ever stayed there for any amount of time?
Nope. And I bet you see, oh, she's just a storyteller. Man, well, I don't think well, that's all right. It's just my son's gone and he's with the Lord, and there's nothing else further to even go along with anything about this. Because I'm already free from her anyways. She doesn't want to come back to me, so.
When you were at UNM, what did they prescribe to you?
They didn't prescribe me nothing.
They didn't? So you're not on any meds right now?
No. Okay. Do you want to take a blood test?
I'm just asking.
I'll guarantee you that if you take a blood test of them, they're probably dirty, and I'm only one clean.
Okay, cool.
You know,
I believe you.
I'm only being for reals. I could go and get me pills, but why? And I mean, they go and diagnose me because I had a bad childhood. And I mean, you could call UNM and they'll show you what I was diagnosed with. And right now, to the way my whole well-being is, I don't fit none of those. You know, I'm just trying to be real. You know, yeah, I went over there. I knew I should have done it. She convinced me to do it.
To do what?
To go over there to the mental health and see about getting help, or, you know, seeing if I can get SSI or something like that. I get SSI. I get Social Security.
Let me ask you this about today. When you were, you said you were in Central and Rio Grande?
I think so. Yeah, Central and Rio Grande, I'm pretty sure it was there. Because we were supposed to meet up.
That's what I was going to ask you. What was that all about?
Yeah, we were supposed to meet up so I could be with her. It's only, you know, if I'm trying to get with her and she's calling me to meet up so we could be together, or I could spend time with her, that's what it all...
Yeah, you didn't tell me that earlier. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah, to meet up so I could talk to her. What did you say, that I'm meeting up with her to get dope? I don't know. You know, she could tell you whatever, but she was meeting, you know what I mean? Look, if you get my phone calls, all of these phone calls are from her. Every one of them. Check them. Every phone call.
So
every message.
what did she want to meet with you today, or did you want to meet with her?
She wanted to meet me.
So she called you?
Yeah.
Okay, and what were you guys? Where were you supposed to meet?
She said that she was coming. Shit just happened, and I don't even know. She was just supposed to meet up with me.
Did she need money? Did she need...
Yeah, she was supposed to put her gas. That's it.
And where were you supposed to meet at?
We were just going to meet like at Walgreens or something like that.
To get gas?
No, well, I have to drop off my car if I'm going to go with her in her vehicle, right? So that's the way we do it.
To meet at Walgreens?
Yeah.
Which Walgreens?
The one on Central and Rio Grande.
So when she called you, was she en route to see you or what?
Yeah. I don't know. What that's what I don't understand. It's like I'm telling you, and apparently you're not believing me.
I believe you. I'm just asking.
I'm just.
You just didn't tell me. You just didn't tell me earlier about the gas thing.
You know.
So how can I believe you or disbelieve you if I didn't know anything about it?
No, I've been helping her put gas. I've been helping her with food.
But you, right now, where are you living?
I'm not living nowhere.
So you're homeless.
Yeah.
And
I've been working, saving my money, because she was telling me.
Where are you working at now?
I'm just working at like working with people, getting paid underneath the table. And I mean, what am I supposed to tell you? Do you want me to get people to come over here and tell you he worked for me, or I worked at cutting weeds? You know what I mean? I'm just trying to be honest. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
You know, my last job was at the Ark. You could call them. They knew my situation. They knew that she was trying to take my kid away.
So this morning when she called you, you were en route to the Walgreens, right? You were driving over there. She was driving over there.
Yeah.
How many times did she call you while you were driving over there?
One time.
So she only called you once?
Yeah. And then we went over, I was on my way over there, and then she calls and says that Ethan fell, and Celia's there. So then I kept calling her. You could, right there's the phone. Like, I called her like 15 times. You know what I mean? Telling her, and then she put the message, and she goes, "Don't go over there." What? I don't know.
What message? Like a text message?
No.
I just left a message.
Yeah.
So she only called you. So she called. When did she call you to meet with her? This morning to go get gas or to get money or whatever?
No, it wasn't this morning. I don't know where she got this morning. She called me about 3:30. It's right here.
In the afternoon.
She didn't call me in the morning. I don't know where she's saying she called me in the morning. Morning to her, she sleeps all day and wakes up thinking that that's the morning. I don't know. And you could look at this phone when she called me, because the only calls that come to this phone are my nieces and Juliana. Those are the only phone calls that come to this phone.
Well, tell me what your nieces' names are.
Nicole Salazar, Robin Salazar, and my other niece is Melissa, but I don't know her last name because she just got married.
Do Nicole and Robin live together?
No.
Where does Nicole live?
Nicole lives...
You know her street name or address?
I have it in the car somewhere, but...
What about Robin?
Robin lives in Las Vegas, New Mexico.
What are their phone numbers?
Do you need them? Because I don't...
Yeah, get them for me.
And I'm not in touch with them, so whatever they say, they can say whatever. They're no different than... Yeah, everything gets switched off on me. What a trip. I'm the bad guy.
It's a pretty nice phone.
What do you do? So now they're texting me. I don't even want to talk to my family. They didn't do nothing. They didn't even want to see my kid. They left me out for the wolves. Really started learning. Do you know how to use this? Serious?
I really don't, bro.
Not to be... Because I... See, all their numbers are right here, but I don't know how to get their numbers.
Don't sweat it. Hey, listen up. Anything else today that you can tell me that will help me figure out what happened to this baby?
Nothing?
I mean, you're like I said, and I'm telling you right now, dude. If you're a suspect, if charges, I would tell you. You're not. I just need to. Basically, all I'm asking for you is what you thought. You know what you.
I don't even know. I mean, look at.
Like any weird freaking behavior from Chris. Anything from.
I didn't even know Chris was there.
When was the first time you met Chris?
I never met him.
Tonight was the first night.
Today was the first night.
How'd you know his name?
She would talk to me about him. He's just my friend.
So if you're walking in and he's walking out, and you've never met him.
No. Well, when he came down with my son, that was the first time I seen him. When he came with the paramedics, that was the first time I ever seen this dude. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't even. It's like everybody's trying to face off on what I'm trying to do and knuckle me down. And these are the people that are taking care of him. And I barely met him that today when the paramedics came. I just seen him. Then she gets in the truck with Chris, and they go to the hospital, and I talked to Chris, because you know what? I wanted to know what happened to my son, and he didn't tell me nothing. He just said that I should have been more careful with my son. That's it. I don't understand. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm all left in the dark. I mean, they could use all the shit against me, but you know what? I was out in the dark for 3 months. That I got diagnosed with personality. I make things up. You know what I mean? I just don't understand. You know what I mean? It just and just by you coming in here, you wouldn't know that unless she told you or they told someone else to ask me about that. Just straight up. You know what I mean? Just be real.
I am being real. I haven't lied to you yet.
I'm just trying to.
I won't lie to you.
They could try to use all this stuff.
Why would they? Why would they do that for me?
Because that's just the way it is. That's she's trying to say I'm a bad father. You know what? That kid from the first time that he was with me, when we first had him, we with each other for 10 years. We lost three, and then we finally have one that we can hold. I was with him all the time. You know what I mean? I would take him to...
Why would she want you to look like a bad father, though?
That's the way I just feel like that's just the way they are. They don't like me. It's her father doesn't like me. Her father and her family want somebody else to be with her. I'm not trying to say that I'm better or whatever, but the things that I've done in the past or whatever were in the past after those 10 years. You know what I mean? They could go and bring up dirt or something, but it's not like I was selling dope or I was doing, caught. I wasn't, they're gonna bring up domestic violences that were so long ago, and I've already learned from those. That's why in all those 10 years, actually 11 years, I haven't had nothing. I haven't been to jail. Not to do those things. And you know what? That's the thing is that, yeah, when you do have past history with things like that, they're going to bring it up and try to shove it in your mouth. And that's what's going on now. It's like what you're telling me, yeah, you went through the MCIC and checked it out, I'm not dumb. You know what I mean?
I didn't say you were.
And I'm just, trying to find out how much more longer I'm climbing the walls trying to think of, you're telling me that you said something that he either got dropped or he fell. Now, which was it? Did he drop him on purpose? Did he put him in the bathtub? Did he fall asleep? Was he on dope? Did he go in the restroom, fall in the bathtub head first? Or was he in the bathtub already and fall out and hit his head? Or was he in his crib and did he fall out of the crib? Because he's already enough to where he could lift himself up and pull himself out.
All those questions you just asked just now, that's what we're trying to find out, man.
Well, I'm not the person that you should be asking. You should be asking Chris, not me. You know what I mean? I was trying to be with her, all right? I was trying to get with her. You know what I mean? If she had another vato there, if they were friends or boyfriends or whatever, he should have been the one to tell you guys, not me. You know what I mean? I know that, yeah, I divorced her and you could bring up whatever I did that maybe this happened, but you know what? He's the one that you should ask, not me. I wasn't there. I was hoping that she was going to meet me and then that I was going to be able to convince her to bring my son, and we're gonna go and eat. That's what we do. That's what, and she does. We do this. You know what I mean? I'm already getting tired. You know what I mean? I'm getting frustrated. I don't know what to think. I have my kid over there. He's gonna be autopsied. You know what I mean? It's bad. You know what I mean? And I'm not the one that has the answers. It's Chris that has the answers, not me. You know what I mean?
Why do you say Chris has the answers?
He was one taking care of her.
Didn't you say that she said there was another person there taking care of her?
Yeah, Cecilia. Well, then why don't you guys get Cecilia in here and have her give you a statement?
So you don't... The only person that you saw that was Chris, right?
Exactly. So if you brought in Cecilia and she told me Cecilia was there, she's no part...
Let me ask you this. Why would she tell you... In your opinion, why would she tell you Cecilia was there?
I don't know. That's the thing. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Her and Chris, this is what I'm wondering. She's either wanted me on the side and she's going out with Chris, but yet she's with Chris and Chris and her are living together as boyfriend and girlfriend, but yet she's telling me that it's just a friend because she's gone out with other guys in the past month. With Chris.
So do you think she told you that this girl was there because she didn't want you to know that Chris was there?
Exactly. I'm not, we got a divorce. I'm not going to say I'm going to go beat him up. But, when you get a divorce, you have no say-so anymore. You can't tell somebody, don't be with that person. If that's the case, You know what I mean? It would have just been a domestic violence dispute all over again. So you know what? I just walked out of that situation where if she was gonna do whatever she's gonna do it because she's not with me no more. She made that clear. So whatever she's doing now, I don't know. I haven't lied to you one bit about what's going on right now.
Let me tell you something, Mr. Garcia. I believe you. I believe you.
I
Okay?
don't know.
That's
You
just
know,
it. And I don't think at any time that I've sat here and asked you any questions. I never said you were at the house. I just asked you kind of what happened. That's all I did today, right? Do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, I just want to get out of here, and so I can go on with what's going to happen when I bury my son, and these people of hers are going to be there, and how I'm gonna just absolve all this. I don't know. It's just I just want to go to a hotel and just sleep and think about what I'm going to do next. I don't know.
Well, let me see how quick I can get you out of here. Okay. Okay.
So now then, whoever, damn, Trip. That's why she didn't want to let me see my son. 10 years. I'm a violent person.
Are you hungry?
I don't want to eat. I want to get out of here.
Fries,
No.
hamburger, nothing? Okay, you need water or anything?
No,
Okay.
I just want to get out of here. Doesn't want to. Man, what a trip. Medication. I think everybody else needs medication. Where's she?
Trying to get you out of here now. I really am. In fact, we were on our way out, but I got a few more questions for you, okay? What's gonna happen is once I'm done with you, I'm gonna take you back to the hospital. So you can pick up your car, okay? When was the last time you saw Ethan?
What's today?
Today
Saturday?
is, Saturday. It's actually Sunday now, but
Thursday.
where were you guys at?
We're at Juliana's cousin, Donna. She had run him over, and I had slept with him on the bed while she was on the couch, and that was it. She took him back to the house, and that was the last time I seen him.
What about prior to that?
What do you mean? What's prior?
Like prior to that, you said you saw him, today is, you said Thursday?
Yeah.
So prior to Thursday.
We went and ate at Fur's cafeteria. That's what she was telling me about. She didn't want to take him out because he had a bump on his head.
Okay.
And then again, he had rolled off the steps and had a bigger mark because he had like rug burn on his cheek. But then it was starting to go away. Then
When you saw him on Thursday, did he look okay? Maybe.
yeah.
Did you see anything that out of the ordinary that was
No.
like that
No.
worried you or anything, caused any concern?
No.
When you slept with him, did he have his pajamas on? Did you get to see his skin, see if there was bruises, anything
Well,
weird?
he had like little tiny bruises, but just like you know, like I noticed that he had a bruise on his arm, and he still has it. And he had a bruise on his head, not the one that he got now, not on the middle of his forehead. He had one on the side of his cheek. That was from when he rolled off the steps. No, I'm not gonna say that. I can't say that they were abusing him or.
No, I'm not. I'm just
No,
asking
no.
you if you noticed anything.
But
How was he acting?
he was okay. He was
So
walking
Thursday, he
around.
was fine.
Everything was great. You know,
Okay.
that's about it.
And then the next day on Friday, what happened that Friday?
She picked me up and we went down to visit her family.
What do you mean she picked you up?
Yeah, she picked me up.
No, what I mean that next morning after you spent the night, what happened that morning?
That morning, she took him to the house. 'Cause when we're at her cousin Donna's, she lives up by Carlisle. I drove with her to Walgreens because I dropped my car off at Walgreens. And from Walgreens, she went home, and I went to a hotel and, washed up, and that's what I did. And then that same Friday, she was supposed to, because we had went down to go visit her family. And I thought she had told me that she was going to go get Ethan and then bring him back. It was like,
Where was Ethan?
he was at the house.
Who was watching?
I guess Cecilia or Chris.
And this was Friday?
Yeah. This was
Okay.
last
This is the day after the night that you guys
night. Yeah.
slept together.
Yeah.
So when you woke up that next morning, you got in your car. Did you put the baby in the car too?
Yeah.
In her car?
Yeah.
And then
Oh, wait up. I think it was Wednesday, please, because I'm like,
that's okay, man. Don't worry about it. So, but the following day, you jumped in her car, drove you back to Walgreens.
yeah.
She still had the baby.
Yeah.
Okay. Baby looked good. Wasn't acting weird. Wasn't
Yeah.
crying. Wasn't sore. Wasn't Wasn't complaining about anything?
No.
Looked okay to you? Okay. And prior to that, either Wednesday or Thursday, when was the last time you saw the baby? Estimate.
Just say Wednesday. Wednesday was the day that I had slept with him and
Okay.
everything was cool. And she drove, because I was in the Suburban, and she drove me to Walgreens on Osuna to get my car because I dropped it off there. Because I didn't want to keep driving back and forth. Because I never could tell what she wanted to do, or she was trying to hide me from Chris, or she was trying to hide Chris from me. I never knew, because she would say, hey, meet me over here, and I'd meet her over there, and maybe she'd have my son with her, and then we'd go out and eat. I'm like up in the air, because it's like, for some reason, I just figured that I didn't have to call the cops, because either way, I went to go get a consultation saying that, regardless of your mental health, you got priors, you have that right, because see, she's the one that, if anything, she violated her own. Because what she put down there was I was supposed to see him, regardless if I had an apartment or not. It just didn't, and see, what I was told by her is that she was talking to her mom and dad saying that I wouldn't trust Leandro with my baby alone. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And what I don't understand is that before we got a divorce, we were living at the Rice Apartments, and I was taking care of him while she would go somewhere. It just doesn't make sense why she would say that. Why would I hurt my son and then come to turn out this is what happened? You know what I mean? The unresponsible people, and they're turning it around trying to make it seem like I'm the bad person. I'm not saying that you are saying that, but you know what? For them to try to point every direction to keep me away from my son when this happened on her watch. And I mean, I just don't understand that. I mean, it's hurting me right now that, I don't understand why they're getting off by doing that. You know what I mean? It just doesn't make sense. It's like, I go to Duranes Community Center. I used to take my son when we lived on Rice, and this was just in December. You know what I mean? I know those couple of months, these 4 months, I used to take him down to the community center on the stroller, walking over there, and they know me. You know what I mean? And what I don't understand is that why she would say, and her family, it's just that she's been so manipulated by her family, and they just want to drag me down now. Like they say, now they don't have nothing to hold me for. Now my son's gone, like I told you earlier, he's with the Lord, and what can I do? I mean,
okay. Let me see if I can get you out of here, okay? I know I've said that. I really am trying. Be back in a second.
Ask me more questions and more questions. Can't even add it up.
I'll stay out of here. Let me get your phone out.
What? I need to call my...
No, I just want to see what time she called you today. Just bring up the phone calls and the time. Just today is all I'm concerned about. What's your cell phone number? Just in case we have to get a hold of it.
712-4384.
And what's hers?
26. I don't know how.
Let me see.
There's every number that's been called today. You can scroll down.
Oh, those are just voicemails?
Yeah, those ones.
261 is hers?
Yeah.
Okay. Here, go ahead and square that away. Let me see it. Let me see. And hers is 261?
I don't know how to do it where the times come up. It's just
And how come one says Juliana? Does she have two phone numbers?
I don't know.
See those Julianas right there?
Yeah.
Juliana.
Sometimes it just comes out like that. See, all of them. You know what I mean? That's her number. But I don't know how to do it to get... You don't know if anybody has it, what time they called?
There's the times right there.
You'd have to go through all of those from the very beginning. I don't know. No, I cleared it last night, so all these calls are from today.
No, some of these say the 19th.
What's today?
Right now it's Sunday the 22nd, but yesterday obviously it was the 21st. These are incoming calls or calls that you made?
I think that either I called or I'm not sure. I haven't really.
Who's 2613052?
I don't know.
Is that hers?
No,
Yeah.
hers is 261-6052.
So who's 2613052?
Probably Chris's number. I don't know. Is it her name too?
Oh wait, there you go, 6052.
All of those are hers.
Okay, there's yesterday. 27. Help me out. Is this when you called her or when she called you?
I think when she called me. I think it'll be longer.
Yeah, you won't, dude. 13.
What was that today? I think that was the time that, I don't know what time.
That's 6:06.
You know what's so really sad about everything? My family, her family never called me, not one time, when my son was alive for anything. Now they're just like, I feel like they're just calling to say, oh, I'm sorry for your loss. You know what I mean? It's just so horrible. Because I've never had them call me for anything. And now they call me and, you know what I mean? It's so awful.
Are you sure this isn't when you were calling her?
I don't know, maybe it is when I was calling her. Because she called me at about 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I'm not showing anything about 4.
I don't know how to use that phone really correctly. So I'm like, I barely got that phone. Doesn't she, or does she erase her numbers? Did you go through hers? She would know what time she called me.
Yeah, 4:23
Yep,
for about 15 minutes.
yep. That's when she called me. That was the first time she called me today.
I think you're showing me when you called her.
I don't even know how to use a phone. You should just tell somebody to go in there. You can take the phone with you.
Yeah, this is when you called her, bro. This is received. That's okay, man. She called you a lot. Let's see. It's the 19th. Yesterday was the 21st, right?
I'm not too sure if I even erased him or not. Maybe I did. How much more longer do you think it's gonna be?
10 minutes. There we go. Yeah, she called you at 4:23.
Trying to put it all together, where she was at, see what she was doing. I don't know. She had been a complete mystery. I don't know what she's been up to. See, I don't care. There ain't no reason why I should hide anything. And man, it was just so awful because I just thought that it was just a little something, you know what I mean? But when I seen him shaking
Yeah, I'm only showing that she called you once today.
once,
Yeah, at the same time, you said about 4:23.
yeah. And I guess, yeah, then I started calling her.
Yeah, you started calling. You called her a bunch. Okay, question. You think that the reason why she said, what's her name called, or what's her name was watching the baby? What was her name?
Cecilia?
Cecilia. Is because why? In your opinion?
Because Chris was there.
Because Chris is there. Do you think Chris has been living there?
Yeah.
You think they got something going on?
And there's nothing I could do about it.
I know, but do you think they got something going on?
Maybe like I told you, I'm hearing that she tells him that she wanted me. I was just holding on to see what's going on. And she wanted me, she was going to get back with me. She was thinking about it. She's told me that she was thinking about getting back with me. But then now this happened, and I go in there a little while ago when we were in there, and she tells me, I don't want to be with you. I'm moving on. I can't. I feel for her loss. She's the mother of my baby, but you know, I need to.
Okay, be back.